So, I hear we're into some of the same stuff.
You're about to join Jon
and Eric
as we explore said stuff.
Really bad movies, Sega Genesis,
Sports and girls. The interesting aspects of pop culture.
and we'll answer listeners' mail because you have so much to say.
You are listening to
A sophisticated conversation.
Yeah! Greetings!
Yes!
And welcome!
Yeah! Fred Sticks!
Alright, yes, greetings and welcome to episode 24 of
24.
Podcast Revolution. 24, yes. I am your host, Jon, and with me is co-host Eric, Mitch Monster Mitchell.
What's up?
And joining us in the studio is our buddy, Bacteria Mike.
What's going on?
So, yeah, it's been a while since we've done a real episode. And,
Oh yeah.
so, how have things been, Eric?
Well, yesterday was Labor Day, and it was awesome because it was a 3-day weekend. And then today I worked, and it was not awesome. Work was awesome in the sense that I did well and got a lot done, and it was a very effective day at work. But it was work. It wasn't.
Never use the words work and awesome together again.
What are you talking about, man? Insurance is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, it went well. So that was my day. I'm sure Bacteria Mike had fun playing in a boatload of bacteria.
Yeah, pretty much. The 3-day weekend was always good, it's because it's been over a month since we've had those, so that was good. And then today I was told I'm learning a new test, so I'm pumped for that. Besides that, yeah, just another day.
Yeah.
Just another day. I was done at like noon, so I was just keeping busy, doing little busy work, I guess.
Wait, you were done at noon today?
Yes, I was.
How'd you get out at noon after a long weekend?
Oh no, I was still in work until like 4.
Oh, but you just kind of chilled out all day?
Yeah, pretty much.
You like on online porn or something? What were you doing?
Not today.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I think the last time they told me that if I did that again, they'd fire me.
Oh, okay.
It was considerate to give you a warning.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like guy Eric worked with wasn't so lucky.
Yeah, a guy I actually worked with.
with.
It was like maybe the second or third day I actually worked at my job, and we had this like my boss came, was like, everybody log off their phones now, meet in the conference room. So that usually means something bad is going on, apparently. Okay. And we all go in, we all sit down, and everyone's like, oh my god, what's going on? And our boss is like, Dan was fired because he violated the internet policy. And I guess this other guy who sat in a cubicle next to him said he found all these ways to like surpass his like the firewalls and everything and the company's like computer system, and he was downloading porn.
Wow, that's ballsy.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, it's probably because the guy's married, right, John?
I guess so.
It was that bad. He had to, count on work to bail him out of life.
Yep.
Yeah, it was very, very awkward, but very funny. And the guy was a little strange too, so it didn't surprise me when it went down. So I'm kind of happy they.
Nice.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Brought down the hammer on internet porn guy in the office.
So, but it was tough for you guys to get back to work after a 3-day vacation.
It was hard for about an hour,
Yeah.
but after that, I just felt good. I listened to last night's episode. The wedding. By the way, everybody, the wedding and bachelor party one, to me, it's the best episode so far. So if you haven't listened to it, listen to it. But I listened to that. That got me pumped in the morning.
No, it's a pretty good one.
Yep. Breadsticks. And,
Breadsticks.
Breadstick.
Everybody likes breadsticks. But, yeah, I was coming back from an 11-day vacation, so it was even a little bit more daunting of a task for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. How did it feel coming back from an 11-day vacation and then going to work?
It was weird. Like, I went back expecting one project, and instead they gave me another one, which wasn't too hard. But then, after 4 hours of doing it, someone else told me I wasn't even supposed to be doing it, so...
Oh, that's
it was
nice.
kind of 4 hours out of the way.
That's convenient.
Oh, yeah. But, whatever.
It is what it is.
Exactly. But, yeah, and people they were curious about my trip.
I've been very curious about the trip. You won't tell me anything about it. Every night I'm like, hey, John, tell me about the trip. You're like, no, I gotta wait till the podcast. Ah.
Well, now's the podcast, I will tell you.
All right. So how should we begin on this journey that you had to Bermuda?
Maybe I should just explain a basic layout of what happened, and then you can get into specific questions, and I'll go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Do tell.
Do tell. I shall.
Were there amazing guys on the boat?
Well, I was there, so.
Okay. Okay. Good.
But
Got you
yeah,
covered.
we took a cruise out of New York on Sunday, and then we were at sea for a few days. Then we were in Bermuda for a few days.
So you were with Seaman for a few days.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
I even got a shirt that said "I'm with Seaman."
Oh, very nice.
No, not really, but
Even better.
So yeah, we were in Bermuda for a few days, and then we were at sea for a few days. Came back to New York, and then came back to New Hampshire.
So I guess we'll start with the beginning. Your trip down to New York from the wedding. How was that? Because for those who don't know, you had the wedding on a Friday, had a fun bonfire, barbecue day on Saturday, went on your honeymoon on Sunday. So how was the ride down to New York? New York,
alright.
the as I call it, Satan's butthole. But
No, that's New Jersey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
New Jersey.
yes, but it was fine. We got enough sleep. We woke up around 7 or so,
Yep.
and Ketchup Hines was kind enough to drive us down there.
How long is the drive?
About 4 hours.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
New York is only 4 hours?
Yeah.
I thought it was like more than that. I thought it was like 7 or 8 or something.
No.
No, not at all. Like
No.
right into Manhattan, like went over a bridge and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Yep.
So you went into New York, and what happened there? Then what?
He dropped us off at the pier, and we waited in line for like an hour and a half, and then got on the boat.
When you got on the boat, did you have to practice getting off the boat too? Like if there was a fire on it or something?
We had to do an evacuation drill where we went to where we'd meet in case of an emergency, and then the guy showed us how to put on a life vest.
Would there be a band like playing slow music and then people yelling first class only and closing gates on people from second and third class trying to get onto the lifeboats? Did you practice that?
We did not, but I am familiar with Titanic, so I know what to do in that case.
Oh, okay. You know to find like a floating door, and even though both of you can perfectly fit on it and float and still survive, somehow you decide to stay in the water for Kate Winslet. That's what you did, right?
Let's go with that, yeah.
Okay. So you practice getting off the boat.
Well, we didn't get off the boat. We just stood on the dock, the deck.
That's kind of stupid. Like if they're really I mean, I know in Bermuda going down there's no icebergs, but say you hit a giant rock in a storm, do you really think people would calmly go to those places where you had to go?
No.
I'd probably jump off it.
Cannonball.
Okay.
Did anyone come close to jumping off the boat?
I'm sure people came close to throwing some of the 900 kids off the boat.
Is it easy to like jump off a big boat like that, or do they have like? Remember, like we were in Toronto, they had like 1 million screens everywhere, so there's like no way you could jump off the CN Tower. Is there a way you could on?
Oh yeah, you could easily get off that boat.
Really?
Very easily.
Wow. Huh. So you get on the boat, you practice what would happen if you had to get off the boat, and then what?
And then we went back up to our rooms and did whatever we wanted.
Wow.
Yes. But no, they had a lot of activities for us to do while we were at sea, so we enjoyed ourselves.
Like what kind of activities? Like once you like. Well, first of all, is a room on a boat big? Is it like a normal hotel room, or is it tiny?
It's like a hotel room. There's a bed. There's a little couch that turns into a bed.
Yeah.
Like we had, I think, a medium or above medium sized room.
Really? So they have like a small, medium, and large size room?
I think so. Yeah, and our room had a balcony, which was cool.
That is pretty
Sweet.
cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you yell, "You're the king of the world"? As you?
I thought about it, but I chose not to.
I would have. That would have been the first thing I would have done, actually.
Well, that's how you feel on a daily basis.
Did you get to go into the third class quarters, and was there like a throwdown going down there while everyone was eating caviar upstairs?
Yeah, I don't think the classes were as sharply or not interchangeable, or as sharply
Defined.
defined as they were in Titanic.
Really?
Times have changed a little bit.
Oh.
Lame.
Lame. I don't want to go on a cruise then. So what kind of activities did you partake in, John?
Well, we went to some trivia events, and actually, you know how we talk about Sega Genesis in the intro to this thing?
Yeah, I love Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis helped me on one of the trivia events.
Oh, really? How so?
Because it said, what is one of the only mammals that doesn't lay eggs? And I wrote Echidna, because that's what Knuckles is. Sonic and Knuckles.
Wait, echidnas lay eggs?
That's true.
Really? How's it considered a mammal?
I don't know. Platypuses also lay eggs, and they're mammals, too.
Yeah, but platypuses are weird. Echidnas actually look like a normal animal, and they lay eggs.
I don't know. I don't care.
Wow. Can they also climb up walls like Knuckles?
And they can glide, too.
Nice. Sign me up.
Yeah, but,
That
and
is true.
another thing I got, which I was the only person there who got this right, was what is the national sport of Canada?
Oh, it's lacrosse.
Yeah. See, you know too.
Yeah, I know that. Everyone wants to say hockey. But
Yeah,
it's
everyone
not.
did say hockey except me.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But yeah, so there was trivia. There was the Wii Sports, which I dominated. I won every single one I played against, except one. But Melissa won that one, so I got the points anyways.
Did you take on a bunch of little kids?
No, it was against adults. It was against adults.
Like Wii Sports or
Yeah, the bowling.
bowling? Was there anything? Was there Wii Baseball too or no?
They only had the bowling for the event.
Is that when you dominated? What did you get for a high score?
228.
Oh, I would have demolished you.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. Whoa! Cat fight. Literally, there's two cats in this room that are about to fight. And I think they stopped.
Okay, that's great.
So you did that. What else happened?
Well, there was one really cool event that made us celebrities the second day of our cruise.
Yep.
And you know what? I'm going to get into that after the break.
Ah, man, I'm on level 33 of Warcraft right now. My life is awesome.
That does sound like quite the awesome life, young man.
It is. I'm 31 years old, and I live in my parents' basement. They pay for my inhalers. I'm a level 33 paladin in Warcraft, and she takes her top off. It's awesome.
Wow, your parents must be very proud of you.
I think? No? No, not really, no. But, you know, I'm very proud of my level 33 paladin.
Wait, slow down. Why aren't your parents proud of you?
Well, they
You look
say,
like a nice young man.
they say 31's a little too old to be living at home, and you know, I don't want to be single my whole life like Eric. I kind of want to be married like John.
Do they have any proposals for you on how to change your life?
Well, they said to me I probably should go to school.
Do you have any interest in school?
Well, maybe, but only if it's the right one, you know, and it's convenient.
Well, what would make something convenient for you?
Well, yeah, I love playing Warcraft online, so do I think of my paladin, and if the school is online, that would be awesome.
Like, what a coincidence, young man. I am here to represent American Public University. It's affordable, quality degree programs in real estate. And guess what? This is the kicker. This part will make you...
Really?
Will make you... It'll make you pop your mind.
Is it a level 50 Charizard?
Not only that, it's 100% online.
Oh, no, wait, it's online real estate? Like I can buy mountains in Warcraft, you mean?
Potentially.
Oh, okay.
Or you could do that at the same time as you're attending classes.
Will girls want to be around me, unlike Eric? Because I kind of want to be like John.
Well, if the girls are looking for a house, then maybe you could help them with a real estate degree.
Wow. Yo, that sounds good. I'm going to enroll right now.
Super. Alright, so after that little infomercial right there, we have returned.
We have. And we're going to talk about you being a celebrity.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, I know.
Now, we didn't quite reach the cages or bacteria Mike status, but...
Or even the Eric status.
Tsunomi.
Exactly. But we were on the boat, and on our second night there, they had comedians and all these other events, and they had a game show, which was the Newlywed Game, and so before it, they had people who wanted to volunteer to be in it go up on stage and get a raffle ticket to see if they had a chance. And so there was an older couple that was in their 80s or 90s who were on the show. Then there was a couple that's been married for 8 years on the show. And then we were lucky enough to be chosen as the newlyweds.
Boo!
Yes.
Boo earns.
Exactly. But no, it was a funny show. It was kind of rigged so we'd lose. But
yeah, pretty much.
But it was a lot of people saw it live. But then it was on the closed circuit television on the boat all day the next day. So pretty much everybody on the boat had a chance to see it.
So you were pretty much a celebrity for a few days.
People, the whole rest of the trip, people recognized us and said, "Oh, you're the newlyweds."
Did anyone ask for your autograph?
Some people shook my hand.
Really? You don't know where their hands have been?
I don't. They don't know where mine have been either. That's a two-way street there.
Oh, jeez.
Touche.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's bad.
Well played, sir.
But some of the questions, I got to watch it because John actually taped the TV of it playing, which was pretty cool, which I think is crap they wouldn't give you a copy.
Yeah, I
of
was
it.
pretty upset about that.
But anyway, but you know, you got to watch. You got a really funny show out of it. Pretty much for people who have never seen the Newlywed Show, they take all the husbands and put them in like a soundproof room. And they ask questions to the wives, and then the husbands come back and they're supposed to answer them and try to get similar ones. And then they do it vice versa. And they asked you guys some very compromising questions, to say the least. I honestly would be pretty embarrassed to answer some of them.
It was fun. And they gave us free drinks beforehand, so that eased the embarrassment a little bit.
Yeah, you should tell them about some of the questions you had the pleasure of answering.
Well, some of them were like, who's the biggest troublemaker on your wife's side of the family?
I think everyone would normally say the mother, right?
That's a common answer.
Yeah.
And one question that we had, one thing they did to rig it so we'd lose, kind of, was they, when we were in the soundproof room, they told us to answer something a certain way. So when Melissa was out of the room, they told her that when she came back and she got asked the question of what's my most annoying habit, to say that it's passing gas, which it is not. If it was Frenchie's girlfriend, that would be a legitimate excuse, because Frenchie passes gas quite frequently. But
yes, he does.
So I came back in and I had to guess what my most annoying habit was, and I wasn't right. And the guy's like, "Well, you're a farter. You're a farter. He's a farter."
That's exactly how he said it.
Farter.
The host was like, if you took Austin Powers and kind of went down like 100 rungs on the ladder, that was kind of the host of the show.
Pretty much.
I don't know if he was really British or not, but
he's from Wales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess he was Welsh then. And he had some he was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was a funny guy. He was the cruise director, so.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah.
So he was pretty good. So they asked.
But yeah, he went on like several long rants about me being a farter.
And then they also made you seem kind of like an idiot. They asked like what your favorite condiment was, and of course they told you to answer what your favorite condom was instead of condiment.
Right. So I said
on purpose, and
he's like, no, condiment. You know, salt, ketchup, blah blah blah. Something you put on a wiener. No.
So it was funny. It was
funny. I have the very low quality version on my computer.
That's you can show your kids that one day.
I hope to do that. But no, we had a fun time.
Yeah, it was a good time. But then so
every Asian individual who ran into me on the boat was like, oh, fata. I shook their hand. They were nice to me. I told them it was fun. I didn't have the heart to tell them that was rigged, because they seemed to enjoy it so much. Yes. Speaking of Asians on the boat, there were a lot of people on the boat. It was from New York, so there was a good variety of people.
Melting pot, yeah.
And most of the people on the boat were from New York. Mm-hmm. And
I'm sorry.
That was fine.
Very sorry to hear about that.
There were some cool New Yorkers. But anyways, one cool thing on the boat was, get this, I almost beat an Asian at ping pong.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Because it was funny. On the boat, there was a ping pong tournament one day. So I went and you get signatures for going to different events, and then at the end, the more signatures you have, the better the prizes you get.
Oh, okay.
And if you go to an event, you get one, and if you win, you get extra signatures. So I went to the ping pong one just for the signatures. So I was there hanging out, and there were a few kids. So I thought, I have a chance at getting pretty far in this.
Yeah.
And then about 10 minutes from the tournament start, more adults showed up. So I was like, all right. Then right before it showed up, the whole gang of Asians came in.
Oh, so you knew it was like on.
And, well, not only that, but some of them had their own leather bags, and they pulled out their own paddles. Like, who carries around paddles with them? Ping pong paddles. Well,
then again, your car has like 9 hockey sticks in it all the time.
Yeah, but
like
I don't bring hockey sticks on cruise with me.
That's true.
Like, do you always carry around a ping pong paddle with you and expect the tournament to break out?
But then again, it is very small and convenient. So for them, it's probably like, hey, why not?
Okay. But anyways, I had a 4-1 lead at one point, but I ended up losing 11-7 or 11-8, something along those lines.
Ooh,
that's harsh.
Rough. So you got to did you and Melissa do all these events together? Did you guys go off on your own a little bit, or what?
No, we pretty much did everything together.
Yep. So you did. So then you had your fun boat ride over there. Then once you get to Bermuda, how do you get on Bermuda? Like, what is there like a little boat that takes you in? How does it work?
No, the boat parks at a dock.
And you can walk freely from the boat to the dock to the island?
Yeah.
And at night, do you go back onto the boat to sleep on the boat?
If you want to, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's what I assume 99% of the people did.
Really? And is there, on the boats, is there like dance clubs and restaurants and all sorts of crazy things at night?
Yeah.
That sounds like my kind of vacation.
Lots of events, yeah. And most of it's free.
Yeah. So then once you got to Bermuda, are the drinks free?
No.
They're probably like a crap load of money.
Yes.
Imagine getting people on a boat for like, like a week trip and just make everything free except drinks, but then charge like $20 a drink. You would make so much money.
That's about how much the drinks were.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Ridiculous.
Drinks were pretty pricey.
Were they?
Yeah.
So then once you got on the island, then what did you do in Bermuda?
We explored the island and looked around. We got our 3-day bus pass.
Yep.
Which you'd go around in the little pink buses there, and you pray for your life.
Yeah,
we could have either done that or rented a moped, which we'd be able to get around faster, but we'd probably be dead.
Really?
Yes.
Is it like a 2-person moped or one? How's those work?
Yeah, you could fit 2 people on them.
Really?
But we'd be dead because the roads there are very, very thin, and everybody drives like animals.
Really?
The bus drivers, those women were nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the taxi driver in Toronto was bad.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that guy was cruising over there.
Yeah. These people are going twice as fast on buses on tiny, windy roads.
And it was a pink bus, nonetheless.
The pink bus, yes.
So what is there to do in Bermuda?
Mostly sightsee, enjoy the weather.
Yeah.
The beaches were great. Actually, the beaches were awesome because not only were they beautiful and the water was warm, hardly anybody there. Like, compared to, let's say, Hampton Beach here in New Hampshire, which isn't the world's greatest beach.
Hampton Beach is kind of like the New Jersey of New Hampshire.
Pretty much. And it's always always very packed, too, and you have to pay to park. This place, we just took the bus there, walked down to the beach, which is about half the size of Hampton, some of them even smaller than that. Nobody's, like, there's very few people there in relation.
Yeah.
So you get to stake out your area. Go in the water.
And the sand was a specific color, wasn't it, John?
It was at one of the beaches. They advertised that there's pink sand there. So we went to the beach, and we're very disappointed to see that the sand looked exactly like every other beach. Except there are a few granules, if you look really close, that are pink.
Yeah, so you thought it was going to be like the whole entire beach would be literally pink sand.
Yes. Well, that's how it looks in the pictures.
Really? They
Yes.
made it look like the whole entire beach was just like a pink.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It wasn't that way.
So is there like a lot of buildings in Bermuda? Like what's in Bermuda? What's there?
Yeah, there's a lot of buildings. There's some really old buildings, some newer ones.
Is it just like hotels and stuff? Or?
No, there's all kinds of businesses and stuff. It's 17 miles long by 4 miles, so there's plenty of room for different buildings.
Is there a lot of breadsticks in Bermuda?
I didn't happen to see any, but I didn't go to any restaurants either, so it's possible.
I don't think I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
We need to go to more family restaurants. I mean,
They had an Apple store.
really?
They did.
Who the hell's gonna buy Apple stuff? Well, because like I figure Bermuda probably it's like 80% tourists that are on the island at a time.
There's
right?
about 60,000 people who live there, so
like year round.
yeah,
Wow. And so they need Max.
I guess so.
So you did that on the island, just hung out.
We
and
went
then-
snorkeling in a coral reef. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it kind of like riding a horse?
Not quite at all, actually.
Yeah. So you went snorkeling in a coral reef. Did you see Nemo?
I might have.
Yeah. So you did that, and then what?
Oh, all kinds of stuff on the island. Like I said, we went to the beaches. We went on the buses. We explored some old-timey towns. We looked at St. George's. We looked at Hamilton, which is the biggest city there.
Yeah. What's St. George's?
That's the old capital. We weren't there too long, but we went to a perfumery, which was mildly interesting.
That sounds awful. I think I would hate that.
I don't know, they had some stuff for metrosexuals, so you'd probably fit in just fine.
Like when I think perfumery, I think kind of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, kind of like a bunch of Oompa Loompas in there, like putting like random crap together and making smelly stuff. I don't like smelly stuff.
Well,
I don't like it.
your vision is pretty far off.
What was it like in there?
It was like a little house with this little garage in the backyard that we went to where they had big jugs that had perfume in it.
Wait, so you went in a garage in a guy's backyard to see big jugs.
Well, this was like a
That sounds
company.
like my childhood.
Are you sure it wasn't moonshine
Wow.
liquor?
All right, moving on.
You sure you weren't asked
Oh.
to take your shirt off?
And we also went to the Crystal and Fantasy Caves of Bermuda, and our tour guide was an interesting guy.
The Crystal and
Fantasy.
Fantasy Caves.
Yeah.
That sounds like you'd walk in, there'd be a bunch of like luck dragons flying around and stuff. What is there? The Crystal and Fantasy Caves.
What the hell's a luck dragon?
It's the thing in Neverending Story.
Oh,
You know that weird dog-looking thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
flew
Okay.
around? Yeah. Yeah, you knew what that was.
oh,
Yeah, see?
there were no luck dragons there.
Yeah.
Lots of stalactites and stalagmites.
What's that?
Are you serious?
Is that just like rocks or something?
Bacteria Mike, do you got this?
No.
You don't know what stalactites and stalagmites are?
Do enlighten us.
We're not really into girly stuff, John, so we wouldn't know.
No.
Okay, so
let me
far,
fix
all,
that
all
for
I'm
you,
getting
Eric.
is a picture of Never Ever Land. So you got to change this for me.
You're not into girls, Eric. That's the thing. You're into Degrassi.
No, I'm into,
That's girly stuff.
I'm into
That's
moms.
And breadsticks, naturally.
All right, well, a stalagmite is like when you're in a cave and there's like the rock hanging from the ceiling. Oh no, that's No. Well, one of them is the thing that hangs from the ceiling, and the other one is the one that comes from the ground.
So it's kind of like a chandelier.
They had, I can't remember what it was called, but they do have, I think it's called like crystal chandeliers or whatever, in Fantasy Cave, and that's the only cave in the world that has that thing. So yeah, that one was like a chandelier.
Was it lit up in there?
Yeah, they had lights for us.
So it wasn't like the movie The Descent.
No,
Oh, okay.
and
I don't want to go into caves after seeing
and
it.
Gollum wasn't
Yeah.
chasing us either, so
No.
we were good.
Oh, okay.
But it was like Gollum's cave actually. If you, like there was water in there too.
Did you drink it?
I wish I could have.
Did you run into any animals in Bermuda?
Actually, that's a good question, Eric. Give yourself a pat on the back. You know how here we have like squirrel and chipmunk issues sometimes?
Yeah.
They get into your garden or whatever, groundhogs. The big issue they have there is wild chickens.
Wait, wild chickens?
There's wild chickens all over the island.
How'd they
Wow.
get there? Isn't it like a tiny island?
17 miles by 14 miles. So
And there's wild chickens.
there's wild chickens.
Like, can't you just like shoot them and eat them or something?
I think so, yeah.
So how do you get wild chickens?
So how are they still a problem?
I don't know. They just keep reproducing.
So did you see any wild chickens?
Yeah, we saw plenty.
Really? Were there any like cockfights going on anywhere or anything?
Only on the boat.
Really?
No.
Was that in the third class section?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, and are there any insects or bugs at night in Bermuda?
Not that we noticed on the boat.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So were you up all night and partying all day, or were you sleeping a lot?
We slept normal hours.
Really? Wow, we're old.
Well, it gets darker over there because you're more east than you are here.
Oh, that's
So
true.
around like 6:30 it would be dark out.
Oh, that sucks. Was it cold there?
No, it was warm.
And so you were there during Hurricane Earl and all that. Did the hurricane hit Bermuda? It was supposed to like demolish Bermuda.
We almost got diverted on our way to Bermuda to Florida. But
Really?
instead, they got the all clear. We went to Bermuda.
So they decided to risk life instead.
Well, no, they knew it was going to be safe.
Really?
Our entire trip, there were hurricane warnings left and right. Not a single drop of rain.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Is-
we got lucky.
Is the boat loud, like with a big giant engine on it, or can you like not even hear it when you're like in your room?
From our room, we couldn't really hear anything.
Wow. I wish like there was a big giant plane that had like like a cruise plane. Just like fly around the world, this ginormous like plane that's kind of like the size of a cruise ship. I think
Don't
that'd
use
be
the word
fun.
ginormous.
Why not?
I hate that word.
Ginormous.
Unless if you're talking about my balls.
Well, no,
But I don't want you to talk about my
I'd
balls.
use pequeño for that. But anyways,
That's Spanish for small. Or is that fat?
no,
Or
it's-
bald?
No, it's small. Fat would be gordo.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what bald is. But yeah, so you did that, and then you got back on the boat to come home. What happened next?
Well, the day that we left 2 hours early because of Tropical Storm Fiona was heading towards Bermuda.
That's a sexy name for a storm.
I suppose. Anyways,
I like that.
yeah, so we left a couple hours early, and I think a couple people might have missed the boat back. You know, they gave us plenty of warning, but some people still weren't there when the boat left. I hope they made it on, but
Maybe they decided to just stay.
potentially.
Is there like an airport there to go home?
Yeah, there's an airport.
Really?
Yeah.
So then you went back and did anything eventful happen on the way home?
Not that I can think of.
No.
But actually, it's funny. One of our first days on the cruise, that I forgot to mention this earlier, we went to an art auction because there was free champagne and they said there was free art. So we went. And have you ever been to an art auction?
No, but I don't think it would be fun.
No. Well, we went for the free champagne, and then I said, all right, so the most we'll spend is like $70, $80 on some art for whatever. So we went in there, and they start bidding on the first thing, and the bid starts at $8,000. So I was like, all right, I'm not lifting my ticket at all. I'm keeping it on the floor, in fact.
Yeah.
And I think the highest price somebody bought that day was a piece of art for $15,000.
Really?
And the highest price that they started an auction at, but nobody bid, was $65,000.
That was probably the picture of the horses. No one wants that.
But
Why
But-
would you want a
and it
portrait
was
of
like-
Sarah Jessica Parker?
and it was like the art auctions that you see on TV where they're like, oh no, Mike Miller's drinking the water, and oh $500, oh okay, we got over here, oh the man over here $550, and you can't understand what they're saying.
Was there anything you could have bid on or no?
There were a few like they had really crappy little kids like Disney pictures that were, I think those sold for like $40, but those were worthless.
Yeah. So you did that, and then anything else? Did you play shuffleboard?
They had shuffleboard, but we didn't play it.
Oh.
We did a few other things. What else did we do?
I don't think you can talk about that on the podcast, John.
Well, of other things. Oh, we did a murder mystery. That was interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
How do those work? I've heard of
Well-
those, but I've never been.
We thought it would be the kind of murder mystery where we sit there and interact with the actors and stuff and try to figure out who did it.
Kind of like Clue or something?
Yeah, but instead, like, we were given roles, and one of us was the killer, and we had to, like, act out with our group and, like, ask each other the questions prompted in the little booklet and kind of get into character. So it was okay, and we had dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I got into character with my group. It was us and two older couples. But
Were any of the older couples jealous that you were a younger couple?
potentially, but they didn't mention anything.
Well, I think it's time to take our second break, and we'll be back, and we'll jump into some other fancy schmancy topics. Oh man, I'm packing up, I'm getting ready. You know what, Mike? I cannot wait for our trip to New Jersey this weekend.
Oh, dude, definitely. I'm looking forward to this forever.
I'm so excited to go to the best place in America. New Jersey is the most beautiful place in America. We're going this weekend. It's a Tuesday. What are we gonna do the rest of the week?
I don't know, man. Jersey City.
I don't know. What is there to do the rest of the week before we go on our trip to New Jersey?
You can come visit me at the swamp.
Visit you at the swamp? Is that Kermit the Frog?
It is Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. What can we do at the swamp?
We can sing songs where I'm like the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
I remember.
Someday we'll find it. The rainbow connection. See, I kind of said it backwards. That's fun.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to learn that song. How can we learn that song before we come down?
You can learn it by watching some of the Muppet films.
The Muppet films? I haven't seen those yet, but wouldn't it be expensive to rent the Muppet films? There's a lot of them that came out.
Well, that could be potentially pricey, but if you are not a Redbox retard, you can go to Netflix and watch it on Netflix.
Okay. Thanks, Kermit.
Anytime, muchacho.
Netflix.
Breadsticks. All right, and we're back.
We're back.
20-minute
drill. You've heard of the 2-minute drill in football? This is the 20-minute drill. Bacteria Mike decided that he wanted to leave. He's getting tired. He gets
too good for the show.
He gets tired, studying bacteria all day. So
can't you get some like juice or something at your lab to give yourself some extra energy?
No, we don't have anything to really be sold at our lab, unfortunately.
Well, can't you just take anything?
What do you mean?
Like just take it from the lab, not buy it?
All we have in our lab are blood samples.
If you were a vampire, I guess that would work.
Oh yeah, if I was a vampire, it'd be like my wet dream, but I don't really have any vampire characteristics, so I can't.
Do you know any vampires?
No.
Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Neither.
No.
What are you, Eric?
Edward.
Eduardo.
Do they talk about Twilight frequently on Degrassi?
No. Well, actually, there was an episode that did a parody of Twilight, and a girl liked this guy, and at the end,
that's kind of a cool story.
She actually bit him at the end.
Wow.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I know. That's kind of weird.
The plot thickens.
Let's see. Our buddy Bad Andy sent us an email.
Oh yeah.
Or not an email, but a message.
Yep.
And he says that it would be very awesome if we discussed how he wants to walk around Boston dressed like zombies.
I would join him on that. That would be awesome. I agree. I love zombies. Love them. Resident Evil 4 coming out this Friday. More zombies. I'm excited.
Nice.
I told you the story once how I took a girl on my first real date. I took her to see Dawn of the Dead, the remake, which was awesome.
Like a boss.
Yeah, that date was boss, as I told Mike. It was pretty.
Breadsticks?
No, she wanted to see The Notebook, and I'm not lying. I'm not saying that to pick a stereotypical chick flick. She wanted to see The Notebook, and I was like, no, we're seeing Dawn of the Dead, the remake. Too bad. It was awesome.
Too bad there was no Degrassi movie, so you could compromise.
Well, there was one earlier this year.
You keep digging yourself in a hole, Eric.
No, I'm not afraid. I'm very proud of you. Not really.
You know quite a bit about this show.
Well, I told you, the next season is my last season, and it starts in November.
Why not this season?
No.
It's too soon. It's
too soon. I need to find out what happens to some of these characters. I need to know if Declan and Holly J are going to make it. I need to know if what's going on. I need to know these things, John.
Anywho.
I need to know.
That's why you're not going to be on a honeymoon anytime soon, Eric.
That's okay with me. That's all right. I don't like to hang out perfumeries and ride horses into sunsets, so I'm okay.
I don't remember riding any horses.
Ponies, you mean?
Oh, riding ponies, yeah.
We didn't ride any ponies or horses. We rode the pink bus.
I'm not into riding pink buses and snorkeling through coral reefs, so it's okay.
Okay.
I'm into other things, like eating steak and
having 12 boys.
and having 12
As
boys.
children.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good addition.
Yes.
At the end there.
Yeah. Clown on her.
Eric seemed comfortable with the first part before you fixed it, but
Yeah.
thank
Actually,
you for,
yeah,
for
you
easing
kinda
us.
did.
But
That was a
Eddie.
creepy laugh, Eric.
anywho, whoops. No. But I did see a very good movie, by the way, that I recommend for all our listeners to go see. Anyone know what that movie is?
I have an idea.
The Brave Little Toaster.
That's a good movie, but
I
no.
wish.
But no.
I saw that before Eric gets into his little spiel about the movie he saw that we don't care about. I saw that on TV a few weeks ago, Brave Little Toaster.
Wait, it was on TV?
Oh,
No
on
way.
Netflix,
Oh,
which was
okay.
on my TV.
Oh,
Oh, that doesn't count.
But the blanket is very annoying,
Yes, it
and
is.
and all of the characters are like dickheads to the blanket. Like I forgot how mean they were.
Well,
And some of the characters they're pretty mean. There's a lot of the characters aren't likable. Even the toaster.
wasn't the vacuum kind of like a jerk?
The vacuum was a jerk, but like everyone like had negative qualities where you're like, why should I be rooting for this group?
Yeah, isn't the blanket the only nice one? Didn't he like provide it like tent and shelter and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
but the
yeah.
blanket also sounds like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, that thing was annoying. Didn't they almost lose the blanket or something?
They almost lost everything.
How did the toaster? How was the toaster a bad guy? I thought the toaster was pretty good.
The toaster was a jerk to the blanket at some points too, when the blanket needed to cuddle, and he was like, "Bug off." And he was very mean to the blanket.
Really? There was a blanket. There was the lamp, the radio,
The lamp was
vacuum.
The lamp was John Lovitz,
That's right. Yeah. There was the
and the air conditioner at the beginning was Phil Hartman.
was. I don't remember what was the purpose of that movie. It was really weird.
No, it's just an animated movie that didn't have like songs and stuff.
Well, were they like trying to get back to the kid? Wasn't it almost like
Yeah,
Toy
oh,
Story or something?
Yeah, it was like Toy Story. The owner, they moved away, and they wanted to get back to their owner. It was pretty much Toy Story.
So there was I still haven't seen Toy Story 3. I gotta get around to that.
I've heard good things.
Yeah. So there was the vacuum was kind of a jerk. What was his name?
Kirby,
Kirby. The blanket have a name?
Blanky,
What was the toaster?
Toaster.
Really? So wait, so the vacuum's the only one that had a name?
Well, Kirby is like Kirby vacuums.
Oh. I didn't know that. And then the radio, and then wasn't there like a really creepy scene? It was like they were torturing like the radio or something.
Yeah, there was some. I didn't watch the whole movie, but
It
I
was like a
remember.
mechanic or something.
Well, I remember the end of the movie where they're like on the conveyor belt or in the like junkyard getting like squished.
Oh yeah, didn't the kid like find him or something?
I guess. I assume so.
What was he doing in a junkyard?
So, what movie were you going to talk about, Eric?
I was going to talk about Machete.
Knew it.
Once in a while, there's a few movies that come along that just are mantastically awesome. Makes me happy. I'm not, a girl. Just awesome stuff. And Machete was on there. That movie, if you like just the most obscene action and violence and hot chicks, you would like Machete. It was very good. It was very entertaining. It was a kind of a play. It's kind of like it was exactly like Grindhouse if you saw those movies.
Okay.
That came out recently. It's kind of more of a parody of like exploitation films in the 70s, pretty much. And it was very good. Really, I absolutely recommend
Was it better than Piranha 3D?
It was way better than Piranha. Bacteria, Mike and I, while you were on your honeymoon, we did a trip down to the theater, and Bacteria, Mike and I, we saw Piranha 3D.
Yes, we did.
And that was very interesting.
Yes, it was.
That movie made me think about what happened to Jerry O'Connell's career.
Yes.
He was in like Stand By Me and like good movies as a kid. Normally it's the other way around. Like you're terrible movies as a kid, then possibly get better. But not really. He went from Stand By Me to Kangaroo Jack and Piranha 3D.
Well, the movie did pretty well. They're making a second one.
They're making a second Piranha 3D?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna have to see that.
Oh, definitely.
There was a good scene with a boat that was awesome. Remember that?
The guy's just driving.
Yeah, one guy
Right,
decides he wants to, instead of trying to save other people, he's going to plow through a group of people swimming with a boat. And it was, chaos ensued.
I heard some interesting things about that movie on /Filmcast podcast.
what was funny is when Mike and I went to get tickets, the guy was like, "Are you sure you want to buy these?" We're like, "Yes." He's like, "Oh, well, I just need to tell you there's an obscene amount of violence and nudity." And I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of why I'm seeing this." It's kind of like,
How were the 3D? How was the 3D nudity?
it was interesting, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean,
And how about the part where the piranha chews off the guy's penis and spits it out of the screen at you?
It was very 3D.
yes.
If it was in 3D, I wouldn't have liked it, but it was in 3D, so it's thoroughly enjoyable.
It's like that part they especially made more 3D-ish than other parts of the movie because, I mean, I didn't really notice that much jumping out of the screen, but that part,
Yeah.
definitely.
Jerry O'Connell's character was awesome in that movie too. He was pretty funny. He was there. They made fun of like girls gone wild essentially. I forgot what they called it in the movie, and
I have no
the
idea.
guy who was running it was the most skeezy, like
Girls with low self-esteem.
yeah, something like that, along the lines of that.
Never mind. But you know what's funny is that we've hardly touched upon Andy's thing about walking around Boston dressed like a zombie.
I think it would be great. Actually, there is such thing as the zombie walk. It's some like, I think people do it against smoking or something like that. They get like thousands of people to do it, and everyone dresses up like a zombie, and they go in front of whatever building or that they're protesting.
You know what I don't like
It's a
about?
real thing.
I don't like zombies that run.
Yeah.
Well,
Aren't they supposed to be like dead corpses?
here's the thing.
Whose limbs are
Normally, I don't,
old?
but the Dawn of the Dead remake with them running was awesome. It was really we gotta watch that. You've seen
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead remake,
I
isn't
have
it?
it, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. I can't believe John hasn't seen that. It's one of my favorite movies.
What are you, Amish?
Yes.
Okay.
An Amish person with a podcast.
I've just been on Rumspringa for a very long time.
I knew it!
But you don't like zombies that run? It depends, I guess. I mean, well, 28 Days Later, they kind of ran, and they were, I guess, not zombies, but they kind of were. I mean,
Okay.
you didn't like that?
I haven't seen that movie. I've seen parts of it, not the whole thing.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Jeez, John. You're living under a rock, man.
No, I'm not living under a rock. Otherwise, I'd be in the movie Buried. Ba-ding.
Oh, well played.
Oh, Shazam.
Yes. Not to be confused with Kazam
Or Shaquille O'Neal.
in a boombox. All right, looks like we're getting into our last commercial.
All right.
So we'll be
We'll
right back
do our
after
recommendations, breadsticks. Hey, Mike, before we go to New Jersey, what are you going to do about your cat, your rabbit, and your dog? I mean, how are you going to take care of those things, you know? I mean, we're going to the paradise that is New Jersey, so, I mean, you can't bring those animals with you. What are you going to do?
I don't know, man. I was hoping to bring them along with me, but I think that New Jersey is a little bit too nice for them. So I have no idea what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I wish we knew what we could do for your pets. I don't know.
Well, gentlemen, I've got great news for you today. We can have you have a deal where you bring your dogs to Potapaw's Promise, and they'll watch your dogs for you. That's all you gotta do. Go to potapawpromise.com and sign up, and they'll watch your dogs. Then you can go to New Jersey and hang out with whatever kind of character lives there.
Really? Wow. I mean, what kind of characters live there?
Kind of creepy guys who talk like they're Borat, but more like angry or something.
Really? That's the New Jersey accent?
Sometimes.
Oh, wow. So, you know what?
okay,
I mean,
fair
at least we know, you gotta go to potterpromise.com. They'll take care of your animals. And, do they do overnights, too? Because those animals, they don't like to be alone at night.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he sleeps with them all the time. But, this place will, stay overnight with your animals. But, they won't sleep with them like you do.
Wow.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good.
All right.
Hopefully we won't run into that character that guy was talking
Oh,
about.
No,
yeah.
he kind of talks like this. Oh, welcome to New Jersey. I am from New Jersey.
Oh, really? Huh. Wow.
That's my best impression.
Really? Wow. I mean, I'm glad I've never heard that guy before.
Yeah, he sounds like a real dick.
Yes.
And we're back. And we're on our last segment here on episode 24 of Podcast Revolution. And we're going to move on to recommendations. So at the end of every show, as you know, we recommend something, we choose a category, and this episode's category is kids movies. our favorite kids movies.
Yeah.
So, John, what would be your favorite kids movie?
Why don't you come back to me? Bacteria
to-
Mike has something.
All
on
right,
his mind.
Bacteria Mike. What's your favorite kids movie?
My recommendation would be Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound. That's a good choice. Sally
Thank
Field,
you.
Michael J. Fox, and I don't know who did the other
I have
dog.
no idea.
There was Chance was like the bulldoggy mastiff thingy.
Yep.
Sassy was the cat. What was the name of the golden retriever?
Goldie.
It wasn't Goldie. It was a guy, dude.
Oh, what was his name?
Was it Shadow?
Shadow.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
And the kid's name was Michael.
Wow.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in forever, but that was a good movie. I remember they
Maybe. I
did a
don't
catapult and they launched like a mountain lion into a lake.
Yes, they did.
And then there was that creepy mountain dude who like found the cat and
Yep.
it was really creepy.
And then there was that one scene where Shadow was stuck in that big puddle of mud at the train station.
yeah,
That was
he
really sad.
He couldn't get out. That's right.
That's too bad, huh?
Yeah, that was,
Yeah, but he got out. So
Oh well, you said he couldn't get out.
well, initially he couldn't get
Well,
out.
they never really show you him getting out. He just says he can't make it, and then out of nowhere at the end, he makes it through the trees.
Yep.
Those are
What a
pretty
smart
smart dogs. I couldn't even do that. If you like dropped me off in your backyard, I couldn't find my way out.
The movie pretty much made me love golden retrievers.
Yeah,
I love those dogs.
yeah, me too. Best dogs ever. So good choice. I like Homeward Bound.
Thank you.
My choice would be Aladdin.
Nice.
I really like that movie. That's probably I remember.
Arabian Nights.
I couldn't wait to see that movie forever, and then finally my dad took my sister and I opening night to go see that, right? Like 7 o'clock. And the part when the genie came out of the lamp, my sister puked everywhere in the theater. I have no idea why. It's just little kids are like Cocker Spaniels. They just puke everywhere. I don't know why. It just happens. And
So that made you love Aladdin even more.
pretty much. And we had to leave. And I remember I was like crying because I was really mad at my dad that we had to leave because my sister puked everywhere in the theater. So we ended up going, I think, a few days later to see it. But I had to wait like another 30 minutes because I already saw that part of the movie. And then going home, all it made me do was think about what happened next. So, Beth, I know you're listening. I hate you.
Lots of hate right there.
Moving on.
Well, I wanted to say Short Circuit 2, but I've already recommended that. So
That movie was awful.
that movie was awesome. I don't care what you say. That movie was a great movie.
Ugh.
I think you're confusing it with Willow.
Oh. That movie was terrible.
But no, for like a kids movie, I will recommend Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah?
Did you ever see that when you were a kid?
No.
It was an animated Batman movie.
No?
Pretty scary, actually, but it was pretty good.
Really? Was that like in theaters?
I might have been, I can't remember, but Mark Hamill did his classic Joker voice.
Really?
And he did Joker in almost every animated Batman until recently.
I like how Mark Hamill had like no career after Star Wars.
I like how your phone's being very annoying right now.
Yeah, it's kind of like you.
Ow,
Zing.
Eric. I quit the podcast. I'll take
This
a
is
spit
fine.
lot.
It's okay.
You don't know how to do anything.
It's all good.
Oh,
I'll click some buttons and figure it out. It's okay.
that's kind of what I did.
Can we still use this room?
I'll rent it out to you guys, yeah.
Cool. But speaking of scary movies, though, one movie that scared me all the time when I was a kid was that Halloween Ernest movie.
I was about to say that. No,
Yes.
I'm not even kidding you. I am not kidding you. That movie was crazy with like the troll that would like turn the kids into like statues, and then they had to shoot like milk at them with like super soakers.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe you said that because what made me think of that was I was about to say another kids movie I liked was all the Ernest ones, like Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Goes to Africa, Ernest whatever. And then when you said Scared, I thought, oh, Ernest, and yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid. That movie.
That's what it's called. Thank you. I was
Scared
trying to think about that.
Like 7-year-old crap out of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that movie was crazy.
And then there's a part where he dressed up as like an old woman.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And like none of the parents believe the kids and stuff, and yeah, that movie was scary.
Actually, you really like the Ernest series. You know what another good kid series is? Or was? Problem Child
Yeah.
with John Ritter
Yeah.
and that kid.
The kid, yeah, Problem Child 1 and 2. Yep. And what was his name? Gilbert Godfrey was the principal.
Oh, dear God.
Iago from Aladdin. Patience, Iago. But yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid. That was that movie scared the Jesus out of me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That and Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Mm-hmm.
And
Definitely.
What other shows? Remember Goosebumps?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, those were awesome.
I still have the books.
I had like 50 of them, but I only think I read like 2 of them.
Nice. Nice.
I had a bunch of those, and then R.L. Stein's like other book, which his other series that was supposed to be
Fear Street.
Yeah, that
That
one.
was for like 12-year-olds,
Yeah.
where Goosebumps was like for 8-year-olds. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I'm cool.
I wonder if R.L. Stein was even like one writer, if it was just like a series of writers.
I don't know, but he made a boatload of cash, whoever he was, off making like the worst kids books ever.
The Cuckoo Clock of Doom,
The Welcome to Dead House.
Night
That was
of the
number
Living-
1.
Night of the Living Dummy.
Terror in the Deep.
That was some classics.
Those were good.
Let's Get Invisible.
Was that one of them?
I believe so.
Wow. Man, that's pretty good. Well, anyways, I think our 20-minute drill is up. Bacteria Mike is tired, and to be honest with you, I am too. And I think we'll be signing off. We made these 2 episodes really close to one another, so make sure you listen to the bachelor party and wedding PPR episode, which was awesome. My favorite one that we ever did, by the way. So
I don't know if I'd go that far, but they've all been very fun to make.
they are.
And I'd recommend that for those of you who haven't heard every single one, go back and listen to the ones you may have skipped.
Absolutely. They're free, too. That's the best part.
And you can listen to them over and over and over again.
Perfect
and
for
please,
work.
somebody, we weren't kidding when we said we want someone to do a counter and like count on the last episode, the special, and see how many times Bacteria Mike says pull out.
Yeah, he thinks about that a lot.
So if someone could do that, that would be terrific.
Well, if I had 12 kids, I wouldn't. But anyways.
Well, first it starts with 1, Eric.
That could be the problem.
Yeah, well, if the first one's a daughter, I guess it's all over with. There's no use in continuing.
Simba, you have failed me.
Yeah, Simba. But anyways, so yes, everybody, thanks for listening. And John, you want to thank everybody?
Thanks, guys.
All right. And au revoir.
Breadsticks.
What language is that?
Breadsticks?
Yeah.
Breadsticks.
Breadsticks.
Get your mind out of the restaurant.
Breadsticks.
All right. Das Vidon, you fools.
Breadsticks.
Pull out.
That's 1 so far.
Oh, pants down.